Now you're probably asking yourself what the hell I'm doing in the kitchen. What the hell is this? Well, I'm just selecting the grains of rice that I will need for the lunch, and I'm checking them one by one to see if they're good according to my specifics, so to my quality expectations. I just would like to be sure. And this is fine, but who knows when I'm going to finish and if I'm going to have the lunch at all, right? I am micromanaging this process, which is okay. I can control it. I can see one by one that the grains of rice will be fine, or I could just trust the producer, and simple as that. Let's talk today about micromanagement. As you could see from my example, micromanagement is a bad thing because it takes time. We would like to control everything, but it takes really huge effort and a lot of time. So how do you know if you are a micromanager as well? Well, if you have no time for anything, or really rarely, I think there are good possibilities that you are a micromanager. And this is like this also in life, because in life, if you have no time for anything, you risk that you would like to do a lot of things, but at the end you end to do not do anything. Here we are. Welcome to my channel, guys. Leader to lead. Unleash your potentials and become the leader that you would want to follow. Today we speak about a topic that you could already see as has been introduced: micromanagement. What the hell is this? Really controlling the details, trying to, I would say this, control everything. We already agreed this is a negative thing in general because the impact is negative. Let's analyze this for a sec. Why we have this situation? How are these people who are micromanagers? In reality, these people, I'm sure in most of the cases, 99% of the cases, these are not bad people. They have a good faith because they would like to have nice results. They feel that they need to contribute, they need to control everything because they would like to make sure that everything is going fine. So overall, I'm sure this is the root cause of that. But are these people really productive at the end of the day? Because they would like to control everything. And why are they doing this? Why it is so important for them? Why they think that this is the only solution possible, that they need to control the full process, every single step, and nobody else can do it, just them. I'm sure you have seen situations like that. There are several reasons why somebody is doing micromanagement. They, for instance, like to be really active. They like the activity. Maybe the activity to perform is something that they are not supposed to do because they are, as a manager, you cannot be in the operation, but you really love that activity because in the past you were the expert of that activity, let's say order processing or invoice processing or accounting, and you love that. And then of course you would like to be active on that, or you love to have control because you need to have this feeling. This is another root cause why people are doing this. Or it's simply they don't trust. This is more negative, but they don't trust the people they are working with. This is not so good. Or another reason, they have a fear, the fear of a bad result. They cannot imagine that a result is bad, or it is not like they imagined it. Better to control everything. What are the consequences of such a behavior? Because for sure this will have an impact on the other people and on the full organization. Let's have a look to the consequences in the consequence room, because today I want it to be so mysterious, so we are going to analyze consequences in another place. And here we are in the consequences room. So what is happening? Consequence number one, you are going to burn out. Why? Because you just cannot afford it. You cannot do everything. As much as you try, for sure, more and more you will just get stressed and you burn out. Second, unhappy people in your organization, especially your direct reports. This is the second consequence. They will be unmotivated. Why? Because they feel that you do not trust them, that they can do a good job. Maybe it's not the case. It's simply that you like the activity, as I said, or you just love to control, but they will have this feeling that they are not trusted. So unmotivation, this is what you are creating with micromanagement. Third consequence, no productivity or really limited productivity. Again, because you cannot focus on the bigger picture as a manager that you should do and on a strategy, you fix yourself with one specific step or activity, then obviously the other parts of the process cannot be coordinated because this is what you should do. And because of that, less productivity, it will have an impact. And the fourth consequence, that you will have an operation without the head, because as I mentioned, you should do something else. If you are the manager, maybe previously you were an expert in the team, but now if today you are a manager, you need to control the full process, the full activity of the team, the people who are doing the activity. You are responsible for them, to support them. You are like the oil which need to be put in an engine, you know, because the engine has several parts, but you need to make sure that it is working. If you are not doing it, there is no head, there is no direction. An organization without a head will be not productive and not successful. I guarantee you. It will be just a big chaos. And I've been in a situation like this. I will tell you my personal story, but to do this, we can go back to the other room, because this will be now the story room, my personal one. Okay, my personal experience. I've worked in big companies, and one of these cases, there was a company where, and I love to work there, where I had at least 3 bosses or 4. I started with one, and we built up the team from scratch because we took over some activities from other countries. So we created the team. I could select the people. I've been involved in selection. I was there in the knowledge transfer. So it was really a good sensation to me that we built up a nice organization, was working fine, and I received really good feedback from sales and from other departments. Everything was going fine. Then I had another boss, and then we have been integrated in another part of the organization. So at the end of the day, I received a new boss, and this boss was really a micromanager. For me, it was strange because I was in a leadership position on that time for already, I don't know, but seriously, at least 5-6 years for sure. So I had some experience already. And it was not my first day in the company. I was in the company for several years, 3 years for sure. This manager was asking me, I don't know, did you prepare the report where we are with this and that? And I was like, yes, this is the situation, this is how we are doing. No, but how did you do it? How did you do it? I need to know it. Show me. I was like, all right, why not? So I had this feeling, and then after a while, when she was always doing it this way, and I was losing time because I cannot focus on other things because I needed to go back, explain to this manager everything. I needed to go into details. I had the feeling that my manager is not trusting me. And it was so bad feeling that at the end of the day, I took my decision and I left. And this is what can happen, guys. It's not, my story is not something I invented. It is true reality. And the big risk is that even if you are in a good faith, but if you are a micromanager, you risk to lose good people. Because I can say this, I was working fine. When I left the company, I've been contacted by another manager who knew me, that is building up a new team, and he needed somebody to lead his team and wanted to contact me. I said, sorry, I left the organization. Oh yeah, I haven't realized, sorry. And I'm so sorry for that. So this is also showing that I was doing a good job. Micromanagement is not good. And this is the summary of today's video. You need to start to empower people, to start to delegate with the right tools, to motivate your employees. You need to start to focus on your core responsibilities. And guys, you can still control it. You can control it. Doesn't mean that if you are delegating to somebody a task, and you can refer to my video about delegating with responsibility, it doesn't mean that you have no responsibility. You are still responsible, so yes, you can control it, but it doesn't mean that you need to do that job. You can have your moments when you have your regular meetings, when you can check the situation and coach and suggest on how to progress, if it's going fine or not. Yes, maybe it will happen that you need to do some corrections because obviously another people will not do the work in the same way as I am doing. It would be different. It doesn't mean that it's bad. So you can still control, okay? But not like a micromanager. I really hope that you enjoyed my video. I hope it was useful. So you know, the like button, this is the one that I love, like button, because this will give me the possibility to create more and more content for you, because it will motivate me. I also need to be motivated. I think this is important. And also YouTube will see that, okay, with the likes, the people like this content. So please like it. It is not a big effort. If you think so, subscribe, and you can find also a link in my description of the video where there is a material about 10 most difficult leadership situations that you can face. Have a look if you would like to. See you next time, guys. Take care and don't be a micromanager. I'm watching you.